Here to weigh in is Republican Congressman Tim Burchett. Thank you so much, Congressman, for joining us this evening. Do you agree with Senator Lee? And is there any movement behind the scenes to get down to the bottom of what really happened, what caused January 6th and the major security lapse there?
Well, I think we need transparency in all this. Obviously, you in the media, that's your all's job. But us in politics, we tend to hide a lot of things. And I think this just lets the American public know exactly what's going on. And I was, fortunately or unfortunately, I was the last congressman that I saw actually on the House floor on January 6th. And I actually asked them to release some tapes from the tunnel. I called the office and they said they'd get back to me. A couple of weeks went by. I called them back. Same deal. Ended up having to go down there. Had to take another congressman who was on the committee that had oversight over that just to view those tapes. So I think that shows to the American public that something obviously is aloof and that possibly something is being hidden. And so I salute our Speaker, Johnson. He kept his word. He said he was going to release them, and dadgummit, he did it.
I mean, we're looking at the bulk of these tapes. We're playing some of them right now, and we see the Capitol Police not trying to stop anybody from coming in and people having their cell phones out. They look like they're tourists. This is not the violent insurrection that the left-wing media has continuously talked about and tried to demonize MAGA Republicans and conservatives.
Yes, ma'am, and I think also if there are any of those that are there that are possibly federal agents involved too, I think this will show them there as well. So there was some violence in there. Obviously, some things got broken, things got threatened, people got beat up, but there was others that weren't. And I think this, I've heard defense attorneys say that the reason they don't want it out there is because it's going to make some of the it takes away the case that they were not there peacefully. But I just think the transparency element of the whole thing is where we need to go. And it all needs to be out there and let everybody see it. And to say that they're hiding behind some security reason. I mean, dadgummit, you know where all the cameras are. Everybody knows where the cameras are in the Capitol. Release them all, let the people decide, and then we'll make a decision after that. But until then, it makes you wonder what the heck the January 6th committee was doing other than being orchestrated by, I believe it was a former CBS executive who actually helped them orchestrate most of their television productions. So I question that. And also, I think we just need to get to the bottom of it and put this thing to rest eventually.
We have less than a minute left, Congressman. We just also saw some video there that a gentleman was walking through and the Capitol Police took his handcuffs off of him. So this goes against a major narrative, again, by the left-wing media that these were some violent insurrectionists. There's the video right there. What do you make of this scene where they're literally taking off the handcuffs off of somebody and he's got his face obscured? We don't know who this person is. I mean, I don't know. Looks suspicious and look at the fist bumping right there. They seem to know each other. What do you make of this?
Again, very bizarre. We need to find out. When the FBI tells us the head of the FBI and these security agencies will not answer a question if any of their people were inside that group, that bears it all to question. So, yeah, that is very suspicious right there. Why in the hell would he be taking off that guy's handcuffs? That is the first time I've ever seen that. And that, to me, again, I'm a member of Congress, yet we are even denied access to this. So I suspect in the end, we're all going to be a little bit surprised. But the problem you've got is been so much time since then. And that's the whole delaying tactic of Washington. Delay, delay, delay. Move on to the next car wreck on the interstate and the bright shiny object over there. And let's get on with something else. And unfortunately, we've allowed Nancy Pelosi and her group too much time in between what actually happened and when we get to see it.
Congressman, thank you so much for all that you do and for always trying to get the truth out there, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.